Hi, it's Janie. So I just got done refilling my Whiskey Painters metal watercolor tin, and the paints that I used are a combination of different paints that I've actually worked with on their own, but I wanted to mix them together to go ahead and make the shades that I use most often. They're all combinations of Sheloi basic watercolors, Rowney and FeiDiao Watercolors. I'll have links in the description to where I got all of them. The Rowney, maybe not, because I did get them, maybe like a decade ago as part of one of my Christmas gifts from someone in my family. Back when, of course, if you could paint or draw at all, your family member will always get you some kind of package deal of art supplies, which can sometimes not be that great, but these ended up being incredible for me trying out watercolor. The Rowney ones. The other ones I bought on my own, and like I said, I'll have links in the description. Whenever it comes to the colors I use in my portraits and paintings, I definitely go for a really wide array of skin tones that I can use and mix together, even though I always end up going way too light on my first pass of skin tones and needing to darken them up. Probably just because I do skin tones first, and on top of white paper, the skin tones can look a lot darker than what you meant for them to, but then at the end when you start adding darker colors, they get all washed out. So I'm trying to work in pre-mixed skin tones, so I'll know for sure that these aren't too dark whenever I use them. So besides like a wide array of skin tones, I like really vibrant reds that are still blendable on the edges, because I do a lot of blushing in my portraits and faces and elbows and knees on pictures I do. And then blues that are really pigmented, because I mean, it's hard to find a blue that isn't pigmented in watercolor, at least with these three brands. I do love my ochres, as you can see at the bottom. I don't know why I have so many yellow. I definitely wanted to make sure that I had more than one lemon yellow, which is why they're at the bottom. One of them is actually more cool than the other, because I have a habit of my yellows getting really dingy and dirty because I don't clean my brush well enough in between mixing shades with yellow in it. And then for greens, I've been trying to do a lot more plant work and getting some foliage and, I don't know, working in plants into stuff. So I did try and add some greens that I don't normally use and pre-mix some yellow tinted greens, because at least with the brands that I mentioned, yellow tinted greens, like more on the warm side greens, are harder to come by in these brands. Maybe not Rowney, but in the set I got, there wasn't a warm tone green, so I had to mix those myself. And standard black and white. For my tin, I actually saw Jacqueline de Leon do a sort of magnetic metal watercolor set, which I thought was absolutely fucking genius. So I went ahead and bought some magnets online off eBay for a few bucks, and I would stick a magnet or two into the bottom of each little tray and two more on the metal tray at the bottom and drop them on, and they clamp on. I hope you liked this video. I've never done voiceover for any of my stuff, so I hope I did all right. See you next time.